Hello, Aleksandar Maksimov. Thank you for coming all the way to Vienna and to TV21 from Macedonia. Welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here. It's mine.
Well, it's great. We have an international ex-football player, now football coach, and now again you're conquering the international football scene as a coach. So first, if you like, tell us a little bit about your past life as a football player. At which club, which age did you start? Which clubs did you play with? And where did you like it the most?
Well, I started around 8-9 years old. During my playing career, I played in a lot of countries, to say, in almost all the Balkan countries, Serbia, Bosnia, Montenegro. I was a bit in Bulgaria, also Italy. I was here in Austria, and a bit in Germany.
Fabulous.
So each country and each club, to say, it's different experience, but when you gather everything together, it's quite nice experience, and I can't say anything bad about it.
So the whole package formed you, shaped you, gave you fantastic insight.
Yes.
Everywhere there was something that you could integrate, learn, both from the people, the structure, playing techniques, attitudes, everything.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, but I think there are also some pictures of you where even like as a 4-year-old, you already had a football in your hand. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So
all my life I'm with the ball.
From the moment you could sort of start walking, the football was part of your life.
Well, not really, but after 5-6 years old, yes.
But that's great passion.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what you need for this profession, because it's very demanding physically, mentally. One has to be very disciplined.
It is, yeah.
And you have excelled in all these areas. Discipline, training, self-discipline. I guess you have trained a lot. How many times a day?
Well, 2-3 times sometimes. Depends when I was active. Now I'm having a little rest.
Yeah, but we'll get to that in a
life.
moment, because as far as I know, you still can't relax that much yet. But anyway, we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah? You changed to becoming a football coach. And so far, you got your C license, you got your B license as a football coach. The A license is in the making, in the final stages. I guess you might have it in July. Is it correct? July, August, something like that?
Depends, yeah.
And then there is only the professional one left. But with the other ones, you can already work worldwide as a football coach.
Well, they're all professional, just teams and group ages that you can work. They're a bit different. With the pro license, you can be head coach of any club in the world, and with all the rest, you can be, to say, with A, you can be head coach in 2nd division or whatever. Not.
So that almost makes me a little bit jealous as a musician, because we have to look for visas and everything, and you have the license and the clubs will do the work, and you can almost work anywhere.
Well, yes, but it's the same. It depends from which country you're coming. You'll need a visa even for that, so it's not a big difference.
Talk a little bit about your work as a coach. Sort of, how are the general changes in how coaches approach trainings over the years? Have there been changes in the mentality of the players over the years? How does it affect training concepts and your work?
Well, if you work on a top level, every day it's day for a change, or every day something new is coming up, and you need to follow those things if you can implement in your system of work and play. So everyday football, as many other things, is changing. So we have countries that they're still struggling with that, not wanting to implement the new things. They're living in the comfort zone or in the past, so it's up to them.
So the biggest secret, I guess, is the readiness for change for creativity, for openness, for
Learning.
adjustments, learning, always assessing the situation, reassessing the situation, the players, the development, and every day something has to be adjusted accordingly.
Yeah, yeah.
And how do you feel about the focus, the discipline, work ethics of players compared from the past to nowadays?
It's individual. It's individual within the player. I mean, as a coach, I can ask the group and also individuals to be focused, but I can't make them be, brave, and I can't make them be ambitious. If you have an ambition, then you won't have problem. But to say in Macedonia, some of the younger players, they have big ambitions. Some of them, they just don't have any, and for me that's bad.
But I guess in the end, those with less ambition, they will sort of be left behind or sort of leave the scene because there is no room for them.
Today or tomorrow, yes.
Mhm.
One day it will happen.
And
I
that's
hope
correct.
for them it's better as soon as possible, because
There's no future for
yeah.
them, and they are blocking the future of other people,
in
of
any
other
work,
players.
if you work and you don't have an ambition, it's a problem.
Yes, yes. How do you feel about the systems, well, internationally, or maybe comparing America to Europe to Asia, in terms of building players from childhood to adulthood, the systems where they go through institutions? Is it improving, moving forward? Is it all equal? Is it going backwards in certain countries?
Well, in every country it's different, because to say in the USA or Europe or Asia, it's a different approach. The principles might be the same, but the way of working it's a bit different, and of course again ambition and everything is different. In Europe, football is maybe most important thing,
The most
while
important sport.
in USA or Asia it's more like hobby. Now USA nowadays they're investing a lot of money and bringing players in to level up the league, but in general for football Europe it's maybe the best place to be. And building a player, it's like building a house. You have the base and then you have the layers.
Mhm. And how is it, for example, in Brazil? I mean, Brazil or South America, they have a lot of problems, social problems, economic problems, but then I guess the passion for football is great. And am I
It
right or
is-
wrong? A lot of
it is-
players
it
are
is.
coming from that area.
They are coming, they have natural talent to say, but they don't have the mentality to maintain on the top level. For me personally, there are players that they come 1, 2, 3 seasons, they earn the money, they go into the
Okay.
good life, and that's it. I mean, we had a lot of players which were amazing, but they didn't last long enough.
Maybe they got what they wanted, what they
yeah,
needed
yeah,
for
yeah,
their problems
yeah.
there, and did not want to put in the mental
Yeah.
stamina,
Yeah,
not to mention the physical stamina, to last longer.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Well, the world is changing on many levels at present. How do you feel? Is this also changing the attitudes, playing styles, advertisement opportunities, personality development for players and for coaches? Or do things remain more or less the same?
Well, it's changing because now you have a lot of social media, you have a lot of social networks, and many young players are following the trends that are not bringing them any good in the career or into the development. Also the adult players which are already in the first team, it's before 15, 20 years, even when I was starting to play, we played because we liked the sport, because of love for the sport, and now everything is connected with money and business, and even 15, 16-year-old kid is asking how much I will earn, not even asking himself did he have quality to earn, from the game. So they need to respect more the game, in my opinion.
So, am I right to say they focus, yes, more on money, prestige, publicity than in-depth training and in-depth work? Yeah. like you need from any sportsman in the arts as well. It is first focusing on yourself and not sort of the glitz and glamour, and that's where social media can give them the wrong impression about this, the true demands of this profession.
In short, they all want to be successful and to get on the top level, but no one wants to work and sacrifice themselves for trying to get the level and be there.
And that doesn't work, of course.
Yes.
We know that.
Maybe in one case from 100 it will happen, but not to everyone.
Hard work is still the basis to everything.
Yes.
The arts were very badly affected by Corona and also inflation. Were you also affected in the football industry by that, or less, or not at all? Were you lucky, maybe?
Well, I'm always saying in Macedonia there wasn't big money even before Corona in football, and after Corona nothing changed. On a global level, yes, some clubs were affected by the financial crisis that happened. But in general, there's a lot of money in football, a lot of investments. Middle East, it's investing a lot at the moment, also in Europe and European clubs. And I think they're on a good way now.
Is it correct to say that the passion for football in society in general was so big that thankfully Corona and inflation couldn't do too much damage?
Well, yes,
the football scene.
As I said, I mean, people are saying football is the second most important thing in the world. So
okay, we'll leave number one up to speculation.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about you as a coach. Your style as a coach for the players. What is your philosophy, your style, your aim?
I like an attacking football, open football, always to score one more goal than the opponent, aggressive one. So that's my best, and also to play nice, beautiful football for the spectators, because they are paying money to come and watch the game, and I don't want on Sunday or Saturday to go home disappointed. So that's my idea, to bring joy in the lives for that.
Joy for the audience, and not any breathing space for the opponent, basically.
Well, no.
Perpetuum mobile.
Yes.
Which coaches or coach inspire you for your work?
Well, I like Arsene Wenger. He's like my role model. I like him as a person, as a coach, as the style that how he changed and revolutionized English football. And for me, he's one of the best coaches that ever existed. And from nowadays, I like Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta, because they are playing similar style that I want to play. And yeah.
There's some fabulous books out there about their work, and biographies or autobiographies as well.
Yeah.
That are worth studying, reading, and getting inspiration from them.
Yeah, sure.
What are your long-term ambitions, and where do you see yourself also in the near future, if that is possible to say, to predict?
Well, in the near future, I want to grow as much as I can, learn as much as I can, implement things that I want to implement in a club, maybe first team, maybe academy, where I can have time to do those changes and to make good results, and have something won with them. And on the longer term,
you hopefully reach the top.
Well, yeah, that's my ambition, to be one of the best in the world, and I would like to work in England. That's my wish.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
But I think at the moment, not bad, and I think at the moment you're heading in the right direction with everything, with learning, discipline, your dedication to the profession, to the people, to flexibility, everything that you talked about. You also represent yourself in your work, and I think that is great.
I think so too, yes.
Yeah. How do you see the development of football in your home country, Macedonia?
We have a lot of young talents that they have opportunity to play on a top level. Again, it up to their mentality. Will they want to sacrifice and devote their life to the game and try to reach the top, or they just want to stay where they are? And in general, football, it's up and down, because again, many people which are not for the job, they're getting the jobs in terms of developing football, in terms of running the clubs, and sometimes it's all about money laundry. They come to the club, they money laundry, and they get out. It's a business, so no.
Sometimes the structure is healthy, sometimes it's not.
No, and sometimes can be difficult, because the money that they're getting from UEFA for developing, to say, the academies in football, none of them actually is going to the academies. They're all going into the first teams or God knows where. So minimal amount of that money it's for actually.
But that's what we talked about. You need to nurture the young, and if the money doesn't go there as well, then
yes,
you sort of.
But they all want quick success, to say, to go out in Europe with the team, earn some money from Europe, and actually if they're reinvesting the money smart that they're getting from playing in Europe, they can have on a longer term they can make good results. But again, I'll say they all want just overnight success. And that's the problem.
Okay. Well, as we all know, the European Championship is on at the moment. How do you feel about the Austrian national team? Now that you're in Austria at the moment.
They're good. I mean, with Ragnik as a coach, they're improved. They're very good. The style of play is good.
That's
attacking, aggressive, yeah. So I like them. I like them. I think they can at least go to the next stage.
Which team do you think might win?
Since
Is it possible to say?
Since a kid, my favorite's France, but at the moment I don't like how they play. So, team that maybe most impressed me was Germany. Spain is good. It would be tight championship. So I can't find any favorite. Details will, details will give us.
Well, at the very top it gets very tight, and sometimes it's also a moment of luck.
Yes.
And a moment of not paying attention, and then the other one got the lucky moment, and that can make the difference.
Yes.
Yeah? Which team has impressed you the most so far during the European Championship?
As I said, Germany. Maybe they played very good. Spain also, but when you see all the games, many clubs are playing okay, and again details can switch the game or decide the game
very quickly.
Yeah, so it's a tough one.
Well, Aleksandar, we need to come to the end slowly. Again, thank you for coming here to be with us. And maybe at the end, what would you like to pass on to young players?
Well, to believe in themselves, to risk. I like players and in general people that risk something so they can try to achieve something, and never give up, and be realistic with their qualities, and that's it. Just keep pushing.
And also, I guess, with what you hinted on many times, the right attitude, frame of mind, and continuous discipline and dedication, and understanding that success is a lot of hard work, and it doesn't come out of nothing within a few seconds.
They need to be hungry to succeed and to be successful on the top level, not just in Macedonia or Austria or whatever other country. So they need to want to be the best.
Okay. Aleksandar, thank you so much. I wish you all the best for your future career as a fantastic football coach, not just in Macedonia, but in conquering the rest of the world. Aleksandar, Maksimov.
Thank you.
TV 21, wo News, Wirtschaft, Gesellschaft und Kultur aufeinandertreffen.